Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, and it's Universal Baseball Association YouTube channel. This is Fall Classic Baseball, my 5-team replay, and it's Yankees at Angels in California. We've got Frank Tanana, who's actually hasn't had a very good season. He's 1-11 against Dave Pagan. I think this is one of his first starts with the Yankees, from what I can remember from playing. The Yankees is one of the actually both these teams are the one of the or two. They make up two of the 5 teams that I'm replaying. All right, so it's a 2-zip game. It was a solo home run by Bill Sudeikis in the second inning, and then it was an RBI single by I believe it was Elliot Maddox in the sixth. I'll take a quick look at that in the sixth inning. It was it was a single by Elliot Maddox, and Gene Michael scored. All right, so it's Bill Sudeikis leading off the top of the sixth inning, 2-0 Yankees, and it's 2-5-0 for the Yanks and 0-4-0 for the Angels. Remember to like and subscribe, and also join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group and Fall Classic Facebook group as well. This is Fall Classic Baseball. You can try it for free at ASG Games. You can get all the about 120 different seasons and all the players for each season for $20, and it's fantastic. You can watch some of the games that I play to get a feel for it, and that's why I play them. Besides enjoying the game, and like I enjoy many other games as well, but this is one of the ones that I do enjoy. Here's Bill Sudeikis against Frank Tanana. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 44. That is ball 4. He walks. Sudeikis is an average speed guy, and here comes power hitter Greg Nettles, the pitch, and that's a 41, which will be back-to-back walks. So how many walks is that for Tanana today? That is 4 walks, 5 strikeouts for Frank Tanana. He's in a bind here with first and second and nobody out, and up comes Chris Chambliss. Here's the pitch, 55. That's going to be a line drive, base hit, left center field, and cut off by Rivers. Will anybody score? No, it's a 1-base advancement. So they're, with nobody out, they're going to hold everybody. So the base is loaded. There's some action in the bullpen here, and it's going to be Gene Michael. We're going to play the infield back, looking for the double play. And I almost had it there. That's a 32, and a 32 is going to be trouble. That's in the gap. That splits the outfielders and rolls to the wall. And 1 run comes in, 2 runs come in, and they're going to hold up Chambliss. So it's a 2-run double by Gene Michael. And that, oh man, Tanana's really struggled this year. His ERA is almost 5, and he's just had tons of bad luck. Just tons of bad luck all the time. He did have he had a decent whip. He was 14-19, almost a 20-game loser. He had a 1.2 whip, which is pretty good, not bad actually. And here's Jim Mason. We don't want to walk Jim Mason with second and third and nobody out. We need to strike out Jim Mason. Here's a pitch. Oh, that's a foul back. 62, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Tanana with the curveball strikes out Mason for the first out. So got what he needed. Let's double check, make sure everything's in. Yeah, good. Okay, we're looking good here. Let's get a little bit extra lighting going. And let's continue the game. 4-0 Yanks, second and third, and Elliot Maddox. If we walk Elliot Maddox, we're going to face Lou Piniella, 2 back-to-back righties. What do we do here? I don't like to bring the infield in with second and third. There is 1 out. It's rough. It is the 6th inning. Man, I would like to have the bases loaded. You know what? We're going to walk Maddox. We're going to intentionally walk Maddox to pitch to Piniella. I know Piniella doesn't like that. Maddox was a 300 hitter, but so was Piniella. But Piniella can hit into a double play. So I'm hoping to pick up a double play here. So Tanana looks into the sign. Egan is the catcher. Around the infield from third base to first, it's Bob Oliver, Alomar at short, Doyle at second, and Dougherty at first. From left field to right field, it's LaHood, Rivers, and Stanton. The pitch from Tanana. And that's a 31. Now, this is a range play. I play this as a range play. Okay, this is not, this is my personal mod. It's an 11. It's going to be to the second baseman, Doyle. Doyle is a pretty good second baseman. Now, it will become a double play if he gets this ball. He needs to be at least an 11, and Doyle is a 15. He dives for that, gets back on his feet, flips to Alomar. The throw to first, double play. Holy smokes. Genius. Genius. Managerial move. And luck. All right. Joe LaHood leads off. LaHood on the season banked 259, 38 games, 112 at-bats, 4 home runs against Dave Pagan. Here's the pitch, and that's a 65. Pagan gave up 0 home runs in his middle. Oh, he's pitching a shutout, though, so by this point, he's actually... So this is actually a disadvantage for him because the -3, he can't give up a home run there. But then it goes to Splitsville 1-9 on LaHood. But I think that's how you play it. But regardless, it's going to be an out. It's a fly ball center field. All right, so it's Bob Oliver now. And it's 15, which will be a fly ball center field. Maddox backs up a couple of steps. And here's John Dougherty, lefty, with a 66, and that's a drive down the line. Fair ball into the corner. Mercer plays it off the carom. And into second base standing is Dougherty. So it is a 2-out double, and up comes Tom Egan, the catcher. Pitch, and it's a 12. Struck him out. And we go to the top of the 7th. 4-0 Yanks. So Pagan with pitching a shutout. He did have 1 complete game in 6 starts, and he was a reliever for another 10 games. Had 49 innings pitched, 39 strikeouts, a 1.6 WHIP. But he's doing a great job in this game. All right, Bobby Mercer leads off against Frank Tanana. And a 23 will be a fly ball center field. Mickey Rivers, who will soon be a Yankee, in 76 goes to the Yankees in 2 years. Here's Thurman Munson batting 290 on the season with 200 at-bats in 49 games, and that's going to be a ball 4. Picks up a walk, trots down at first, and up comes Bill Sudeikis. Sudeikis with 248 average, 6 home runs. Pitch by Tanana, 43, and that's going to be lifted to center. High fly, center field. Rivers under it, squeezes it for out number 2. And here comes Greg Nettles. Greg Nettles, 10 home runs on the season, a 256 average. So he's been hitting the long ball, and a 45 will be, again, a fly ball to center field, and that will be Rivers. Under it, squeezes it, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Alomar leads off against Pagan. Let's see what happens. It's a 15, which will be a ground ball to the shortstop, Mason. Accurate throw to first, 1 down. Mickey Rivers got a hit today. He's batting 337, 43, and that'll be ball 4. So I noticed that Pagan does have a wild streak. He walks Rivers, and he is now, according to my helper, he's tired. But let's see, according to the rules, he can go 27. He's gone 28, so he'll be tired. What I can do, I have a choice, right? I can move him down back to the B, and if he allows another base runner, I move him to C, and I could do it that way. But he's a guy that really didn't go deep into games, so he does have a shutout. So this could be his only opportunity. So what I'm going to do is move him to a B. This could be his only opportunity for a complete game. So let's do it. Here's Denny Doyle with a 41, and that'll be a base on balls. So now we can pull him because now he's a C. We can let him go one more. Why not? Here's Leroy Stanton. Tying run is on deck. Pitch, and that is a 65. That's trouble. 1-3. He does not give up a lot of home runs, though. That's a 14, which will be a ground ball second base. Michael flips to Mason, and that'll be it as Doyle goes in hard. And it's runners on first and third with 2 outs. And here is Sands. So if he gives up, what I do is I don't take pitchers too shelled, what I do is the minute they lose their C column by giving up another base hit or base runner, I pull them. Shelled is just basically an automatic hit, and that's I'm not going to leave a pitcher in there to do that. Charlie Sands. Charlie Sands batting 278 with 2 home runs and 36 at bats. The pitch, and that is 32, which will be a line drive and caught right up the middle. And Pagan sticks out his glove and makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 8th. So the Angels fail to score, and it's Chris Chambliss leads off against Frank Tanana, who's still in there. Here's the pitch, and that's a 45, which will be a bounce it to the second baseman, Doyle, over to first in time. Gene Michael with a 55, and that's a line base hit, center field, played on a hop by Rivers. So Michael is on at first, and here is Mason with a bunt, and that is going to be a good bunt. But right back to the pitcher. So there's 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for Elliot Maddox. Here's a pitch by Tanana, and that's going to be a 54 chart. Now let's see what that's going to be. And that's going to be a wild pitcher pass ball, a 5. Egan is pass ball rating is a 1-2, so it'll probably be, it is a wild pitch. Goes to the backstop, and Michael to third. And Elliot Maddox gets another crack at it. Here's the pitch by Tanana. That's a 45, and that'll be a ground ball to the shortstop. Alomar up with it, fires the first in time, gets Maddox by half a step. Bottom of the 8th, 4-0. California trailing at home in Anaheim Stadium, 1974. The Angels had several managers. They had Winkles, Herzog, and Dick Williams in 1974. So Joe LaHood against Pagan, and you know what? We are going. Let's hold on to Pagan until he allows 1 base runner. Let's keep him in there. See what happens. It is that's a 51 with a 4. Misses the KD, so we're gonna roll. A 51 is to the second baseman, and that's a 19. So Michael will make that play easily. Just to check, Michael is at second base. He is a 7. But no, on error-wise, he's an 8, and that 19 is way above that. So here's a guy named Bob Oliver. Oliver is batting 218 with 3 home runs. Not doing a great job for the Angels. Here's a pitch. 55, that's line base hit, and that'll be it. That'll be it for Pagan. That's how I play it. And we're going to go to grab somebody. Who are we going to grab? We're going to grab Upshaw. Rudy May is also in there. He's available. You know what? We're going to grab Rudy May. Let's call on Rudy May, who's actually an Angel for some of this season, I think, and he's just been traded to the Yankees, I believe. He's with the Yankees for a few years until I think he gets traded to the Orioles in 76, if I'm correct. I'm not totally sure. All right, let's roll to see what kind of stuff he will have. He will have his best stuff. Rudy May against John Dougherty. Lefty on lefty, we're going to pinch hit. I did roll first, but we're going to call on Bobby Valentine, and we're going to still use that dice roll. I haven't looked at it, so here goes, and that's going to be a 15, which will be a tapper right back to Rudy May. Knocks it down and picks it up over to first in time for out number 2. Oh, wait, there was somebody on base. Haha. So that is going to be a fielder's choice. Goes to second for the force. Let's undo that. So it's a 1-6 there. Ground ball back to the pitcher, and he goes to second for the force. So, wait a second, what just happened? Blah, 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 blah. Single, 1-6. Okay. All right, so Egan is up now. But Oliver shouldn't be up. Why is Oliver up? Oh, I don't think, did I pinch hit properly? Or did I just bring in the guy? I did pinch hit for Dougherty. Then it was Egan. So Valentine hit. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, hold on. Let me ground ball 1-6. So let me undo this. Okay, so now let me pinch. Valentine's pinch hitting. So it's going to be a 1-6 fielder's choice. So ground ball 1-6. Runner on first is safe. Runner on second is out. That's what happened. Okay, I didn't do a good job on that. All right, so Valentine is running now, and it's Egan. There he is. And Rudy May, 23, and that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out with the curved ball, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the ninth. Yankees, we need a new first baseman. It's going to be McCraw. And it's Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella is batting .292 with 4 home runs. Here's the pitch from Tanana. Tanana should be tired by now. He can go 32. He's gone 37. So yeah, we're gonna pull Tanana. Let's pull him here. Let's call on a guy named Raziano. We'll call on him. Yeah, Rudy May was with the Angels, so I've been using him with the Angels all season, but now he's with the Yankees overnight. So that's a good thing about the helper. It tells me, hey, it shows me who's on the new roster, which is a great thing, right? All right, so Raziano, we're gonna roll a D20 out here because that's a 9. Okay, so he will have his A stuff. Let's see, and it's Lou Piniella leading off. That's what I rolled, a 41, and that'll be ball 4. So Piniella walks, and it's Bobby Mercer. Pitch from Raziano, and it's a 25 with a 5. That's a hard hit ball down the line, and Oliver backhands it, goes to second for 1, back to first, double play, 5-4-3. And third and Munson. 53 and a 1, struck him out, and that retires the side. So we go bottom of the ninth, last licks. Rudy May's still in there. He's going to face Alomar, switch hitter. And you know what? I'm just going to pinch it for Alomar. Bring in a guy named Chalk to pinch hit. Why not? Dave Chalk will get the call. There he is. Here's the pitch from Rudy May, and it's a 55. That is line base hit. So strokes went to left, played on a hop by Piniella. And Chalk is on with a single here in the bottom of the ninth. 4-0 Yanks. 4-8-0 for the Yanks. 0-7-0 for the Angels. And it's Mickey Rivers. Batting .337. He's not going to pick up. He's going to actually a line out, and it could be a double play. Line to third. Ooh, almost was 12 and 13 and a 2 and a 3. So it just missed being a double play. So it's a rip to Nettles. Nettles whips it to Chambliss at first, but Chalk dives back in. So an L5. So Mickey Rivers goes oppo and lines it right into the glove of Nettles, who almost doubles off Chalk at first. Rudy May gets a sign from Munson. I didn't go over the infield for the Yankees, but it's Nettles, Mason, Michael, and Chambliss at first. And from left to right in the outfield is Piniella, Maddox, and Mercer. Here's the pitch to Denny Doyle. Lefty on lefty, you know what? We're going to pinch hit for Doyle. Call a guy named Yanez. Here he is. He's ready to roll. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 45. And a 45 will be an out. Popped up. Left side. Third baseman Nettles in fair ground on the outfield grass. Makes the catch. That's 2 away. So the Angels are down to their last out. And that's going to be Leroy Stanton, who's batting .226 with 3 home runs. Pitch from Rudy May, and that's going to be a 51. KD's too high. That's going to be an error check. It won't be an error with a 20. Highly unlikely. It's second baseman Michael. And he bounces it to second base. Michael over to first. Actually, he'll flip it to Mason at short. And it's a 4-6 fielder's choice, and that's the ball game. Pagan picks up the win, 1-0. Frank Tanana, again another loss, 1-12 on the season. Holy smokes! The Angels are now 28-36, and the Yankees are 36-29. For the Yanks, it was Gene Michael went 3 for 3, raised his batting average to .220. Chambliss had 2 hits, batting .249, 2 for 4. Home run for Sudeikis, that was his 6th for the Yanks. For the Angels, nobody had more than 1 hit. Tanana takes another loss, went 8 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run. Pagan pitched 7 and 1/3 innings of shutout ball with 6 walks and 5 strikeouts. Rudy May came in with 1 and 2/3 innings, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. And that's it, guys. This is Fall Classic Baseball. This is your host, Tony Porter, saying thanks for watching. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group, also Fall Classic Baseball Facebook group, right? Fall Classic Baseball Facebook group. And like and subscribe and let me know what you're thinking. That's always appreciated. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care now.